Hello, everybody, and welcome to another daily chat with the Cabby, Andy, live from the garage. We are Friday night. Hope everyone's had a good week. We're well, yes, apart from the sad news we received, of course. What a silly thing to say, huh? I've got to be upbeat. I've got Jack with me in the garage, who's popped in to say a quick hello. He's currently fiddling with a camera stand just off the
It's my
thing.
camera stand.
Your camera stand you gave to me, thank you very much. So
you said we was going to share it.
That's not what you said. You said I could have it. I'm not using it now anyway because I ain't got a camera thing. Anyway, this is Jack. What do you mean? Here, look, he's here. Mad Spaniel says, means they've been talking about me. Hello, John Kent, Cosmic Wartoad, Julie Baldwin, Alan Pape, Mad Spaniel, Tyrone Whitehead. Hello, hope you are all okay.
Daddy, this is something that you should do.
What?
I know the Queen passed yesterday,
yep.
But you should only think about the good things.
Did you hear that, everybody? That's the best advice you could possibly think. Only think about the good things, even though the Queen passed yesterday. I think we should all club together and buy Jack a shirt. Yeah. Where's your T-shirt?
Let me go buy one.
Yes, go buy one. Go get it. Yes, he's just running off to do something about that, folks. Hi, David L. Good to see you. Jerry Georgopoulos, Mad Mike UK. Hello to everybody. Yes, it's been quite an eventful couple of days, hasn't it, in this country with the sad passing of the Queen. And obviously we now have King Charles III. I can't quite get used to that. Did anybody see his address to the nation a couple of hours ago? I sat and listened to it. No matter what you think of Charles, I think he did as good a job with that as he could have done, really, considering the circumstances.
£3.50, please. Okay, got
it. Here he is with his T-shirt. Yes, very good, Jack. So he's just robing up, as they do. Yeah, John Harris. Good evening. Just got back from Morrison's. That's handy, Andy. You've been doing your shopping again?
If she's a woman, she might take long.
Yeah, exactly, Tyrone. That's the best thing. Jerry, you saw it too. Yeah, all the people saw King Charles III speak on the telly earlier. They're saying that they did see it.
At school, we watched News Round.
News Round? I didn't know they still had News Round. Hi, Jody.
And I got people to talk about the Queen and stuff.
Right. What did I tell you about punching bags and doing things like that while we're on?
Don't do it.
Exactly. So why are you? Yeah, Jerry watched it. Yeah. Jack's saying that they watched it on News Round at school.
Is Rare something new?
Rare Nebula's not new. They've been around a while. Honesty and truth. Good evening, everybody. A terribly sad time here in the UK. What a marvellous ambassador the Queen was for our country.
Is this a members only live?
No, it isn't. It's for everybody. Not had the TV on all day. What have I missed? John Harris. That would be funny if it wasn't so true.
Is Susan Baxter a new one?
You're in Canterbury Hospital, Suzanne Baxter. How are you doing? No, she's not you. Handy Andy, John Craven. Yeah, do you know who John Craven is, Jack?
No, I do not.
That's the guy that presented News Round back when I was a kid, when I was about your age, actually.
What's his name again?
John Craven.
Oh, I thought you meant he was on the chat.
No, John Craven's the guy that presented News Round years and years and years ago.
Is he alive now?
Yeah. He's alive, isn't he, John Craven?
I know I saw John Harris. He's not John Craven.
Oh, that'll take some getting used to, Alan. Yeah. Princess of Wales, Kate, and Prince of Wales, William. He made that official today, didn't he?
I won't get used to this. Guys, who knows about the coins? Like, they have Queen Elizabeth's picture on the coins. And also, I'm not used to when in 2 or 10 years' time, they might change the picture from Queen Elizabeth to Prince Charles.
Yeah, Jack's been talking about the coins in circulation and the notes with the Queen's head on. What happens to them? That's a very good question from a youngster.
And also, I'm gonna keep 2 coins. One to sell for a lot of money, so I can spend with my family or spend on their birthday presents. And 2 to spend so it reminds me of the Queen, because she's the only Queen I've had yet. Because Queen Elizabeth I, the one with the strict red hair and the white body and like the red buffy dress, like I've never ever seen her. She was alive ages ago. And obviously the oldest, not the oldest one, but Queen Elizabeth's dad died when he got his head chopped off in the war.
Absolutely.
So yeah.
Julie Baldwin says that Sleepy Joe has put America into mourning as well, and that will end at the same time as us. Here's a new person, Jean Wayman Ridley Wallace. Well said, Jack. She agrees with you. And for the Queen, we all should be proud and happy because she was a special, special woman who wouldn't want us to be unhappy.
Yeah.
Have you seen the Queen with Paddington Bear? Did you see that?
Yeah, so basically there was this massive thing on Newsround and we watched it, yeah?
Mm.
And there was Paddington Bear. She was having a cup of tea with the Queen, and then he just pulls it marmalade sandwich out of his hat, and the Queen's like, "Oh, I have one too." Pulls it out of his purse.
Yeah, she did, didn't she?
And also, what was I going to say? I forgot now.
Yeah, look, Paul Hoskin, and I think Alan said it as well. All the currency, the coins, will be slowly changed to King Charles's portrait. When
I've got 2 things. You go first.
When that's good because it's my live stream. Thank you so much. When Queen Elizabeth's father died, King George, it took about 2 years for all the new notes and coins to go round, and they still had coins with King George on for a long time. So it's not something that happens straight away.
And also, I've got 2 things.
Go on.
One thing is that you would have to be 70 or 80 to see the Queen's dad to die, because you have to be like in your 80s to see the Queen being placed. And also, the second thing is, I'm not being rude about Prince Charles, but Queen Elizabeth II has a better figure than Prince Charles, doesn't she?
Mm. Do you know what year she became Queen?
19. She's born in 1926. She's 24, so that's 4. That's 21. That's 20. 1951.
Had a year.
1952.
1952. You got it right.
Wait, no, it isn't, does he?
Oh yeah, Handy Andy. I remember that, the sketch they did with Daniel Craig, James Bond. That was brilliant. That I remember the Queen jumping from the helicopter.
Yeah. No, so basically the whole story was, so she was with James Bond and she jumped up the helicopter and landed at the Olympics, I think. That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. I remember it. I've seen it from somewhere, but I just don't remember.
Yes, Alan Edge. That's got to be the most humorous thing I've seen in the last 2 days. Yeah.
I think it was at school because we had the Queen's Jubilee where we had scones and stuff, and I think I saw that before we was going outside.
Here's one what you were talking about, Mad Spaniel.
And the Gabby Cabby, I've only ever seen 2
monarchs. That's what they call kings and queens.
Jack, will likely see 3?
Yeah.
What?
Well, you've seen the Queen. The Queen's died. King Charles is 73 years old already, so by the time you get to my age, he probably would have died. So you'll get to my age in another 34, 35 years, something like that.
Right, let me do
so then it'll be William then. So that's 3.
And then it'll be George. And it'll be someone else.
Yeah, go on and on and on.
and then that person would have a girlfriend, then they would have a baby, then the baby would become queen, well, the girlfriend would become queen, and the baby would become queen, and the baby would grow up to have another baby, and the baby might be a boy or a girl, and then he will be the queen or boy.
Chrissy Williams has just said hello to you. Evening, Andy, and everyone in chat, and Jack's here.
One, which is that? Then 40. 56.
Andy will have to be knighted by Charles now. Sir Cabby. I like it.
I think I'd have to be 46. No, 46 more years. No, so add 1 and add 30. That's 31 and add 10.
Yeah, good point, Nick B. Did you notice what he said in his address to the nation about those two, the Ginger Whinger and her?
The Ginger Whinger.
Yeah.
Guys, someone
expressed his love.
Two people leave the chat. I want to see a certain amount of views, but then you can join again.
Well, there's 71 on YouTube and 2 on Facebook. That's what that's about.
But if the two on the actual chat leave, what number will it be?
It certainly was, Nick.
What number will it be if 2 leave?
Well, there's 3 on Facebook now.
Well,
so it's about 74 total.
Yeah, but what if 2 people left on the actual chat? More people just joined.
What does that say, Jack?
Andy the Cabby asked Jack what age he considers to be old. How old do you think I'll be when I'm died?
I don't know.
I don't get that.
I won't be here to worry about it.
Probably, I would say I would live forever. And do you want to know why?
Go on.
We don't know surely yet because no one from heaven has come down and asked us.
They haven't.
But if we die, I think we'll be reborn as another one. So we'll spend over 90, if we're lucky, over 90 years in real life, go to heaven for about 20 years, come back to real life for another 90. So it makes pattern like 90, 20, 90, 20, 90, 20, 90, 20.
I think Jack believes in reincarnation by the sound of it. Coming back again. I'm not sure. What's
the other option? Just staying in heaven forever?
Yeah.
I don't want to do that. I just want to know what heaven is. Unless you just see pitch black or it's like a really nice luxury.
Adam Gill says 85 is a good age, I think. How old's Nanny?
86.
86, yeah. So the mother-in-law's beaten that by a year. So
hopefully she survives because my granddad died at 87.
Yeah, he did, didn't he? Bless him.
Look at the views.
Yeah. 69 plus 3. Don't be rude, you little sod. Next YouTuber, Jack, is learning how to YouTube from his dad. Cheers, Rafi.
I've already started YouTube. But I stopped. I don't really like it.
Come back as a Robin, Alan Edge said. What's that?
A Robin is bad.
Andy, Princess Elizabeth was up a tree in Africa when she learned she was queen. Yes, I remember that story. Her and Philippa were away, weren't they?
I can't believe Princess Diana died before Queen Elizabeth when she was younger.
Princess Diana died in 1997. I was 18 when she died, and I found out about it when I come down first thing in the morning.
Prince William and Prince George was only like 6, and they went with Queen Elizabeth II to go see Princess Diana's death, and there's loads of flowers all over the place.
Okay.
And also, special people don't have a rich. Well, it depends if you have a religion or not. If you don't, you have I think what are they called? You scatter them in their favourite place. What are they called?
Cremation. Spreading the ashes, yeah.
You scatter them, or you can have your bones put in a coffin in a special place. But if you're a special person like the Queen, they would have a whole house, and you could open a door and our coffin would be in the house. And you have loads of flowers in that house, and outside of it you have the coffin, I think, actually. And there's just a house, and she'll be in that house forever.
Okay.
That's only for
shut up a minute. Can people give me a 1 in the chat if the picture's gone bad? Yeah, I'm seeing a couple of people mention it. Yeah, come on. Yeah, one in the chat if the picture's gone bad. Yeah, they're all saying ones. All right, what I'm going to do is swap over to my other connection.
Daddy?
Jack, enough. I'm going to swap over to my other connection. Give me a second, folks. We'll see what happens.
I think I might have to leave. 15:43.
Reconnect. Okay, I've just swapped over to my other connection now. So how does that look? We're getting a bit of a stronger signal coming in. Yeah, I think that's stabilized now. So let me know, folks. How does that look now? Better. Okay, brilliant. Yeah, I've got to do something about the connection out here. I think the last couple of nights it suffered from the atmospherics
Daddy?
in the air where we've got some stormy weather. Yes, Jack.
I think I might have to make a move on. Look what the time is, 16.
Yeah, well spotted. We've been gassing, haven't we? What you got to say to everybody then?
Well, I've got to leave then.
Yes.
Pretend I didn't say anything.
You're going.
Okay.
We need adult chat as well.
Like, subscribe, join this group so you can watch new lives, or else you won't get a cookie and you won't get to tap his head and hug him.
Yeah, you can hug me. Go on.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Love you.
Love you too. Go on, sling her up.
How long will you be?
About 2'6". Go on, op it. I'll be back in a minute.
No, wait, Daddy, you won't be 2'6". It'll take about 2 years to grow that long.
I'm about 5'10" actually. I'm shrinking.
Yeah, but Daddy.
No, but Jack, go on, get in.
If you're 5'10", you're 44 though.
Yeah, go on. Right, the coast is clear. He's gone. Could you hear all that bunnying at the door? Yeah, but daddy. Yeah, bloody punch bag. It's that still. Yeah, he certainly has a lot to say for himself, does Jack. There was some tosser on the comments the other night who was being nasty about him. I know he can talk and interrupt a bit, but yes, absolutely. Here, there's somebody in the chat calling themselves the flabby Cabby. Who's this? Somebody trying to be funny. That looks like me with an extra 4 chins. What's that about? Identify yourself, you individual person, whoever you are. But thank you for saying goodbye to my boy. Flabby Cabby. I've seen that name bandied around where I've been called it on trolley things. Paula Adams, that's what kids do. Yeah, they certainly do, don't they? But Jodie Pitt, no. I have a high-end 4K monitor. What, are you talking about my picture image again? Peace at last, Alan says. Yeah, he can off bunny, can he? Taxi drivers are never tall. Punch bag standing. Laugh out loud. This is a daily chat with Andy the Gabby Cabby, everybody. Thank you for joining me. Again, it's literally just a natter. Pretty much dominated by Jack in the first 15 to 20 minutes, wasn't it? If you're just joining us tonight, if you could hit the like button, that'd be great. We've got just over 90 watching with YouTube and Facebook as well. And it's good to see everybody. And make sure you subscribe if you're new here as well. So that'd be great. No, Andy, that was Alan Pape. I think we're talking cross purposes here. Ha ha, he is the teacher of the karate, mate, David L says. Yeah. But he was throwing me about the other day. You should have seen it. Julie Keys, hi Andy. Hello, Julie. Good to see you. Tony Whitworth, India. Charge who scientist Sumya Swaminathan for MASMA, the beginning of accountability. Well, that could be interesting, couldn't it? All round. Definitely. But yes, if you're just joining us, obviously this is one of the first full days of life after. I do not agree with your views on most things. Child behaviour is pointless, Kevin Grant says. It's coming out. The truth is coming out. Australian health official now admits the. Oh, by the way, Kevin, even though you disagree with everything that comes out my mouth, thank you for watching anyway. I appreciate it. I'm not into swearing, John Harris. Jerry, I understand that trust can't do much about those Yeah, it's. They were talking about a replacement for the European Convention of Human Rights, basically something that would override it, some kind of British Bill of Rights, and it's been stuck on the shelf for now. So, we'll have to see where we go with that one. But not good. Not good. I don't know whether something will replace it or something else will happen. I'm really not sure, but we'll have to see how that goes, won't we? Fred West, hello to you. What a name. Paul Hoskin, just about everyone. Grasshopper. I don't know whether I ever saw Kung Fu, actually. We've been watching Cobra Kai. It's the 5th season of that on, and that's probably what he's watching at the moment. Frank, no for me. It's melted cheese on a plate with tomato sauce and bread and butter. Oh, that sounds nice. But, I'm being a good boy at the moment, trying to get rid of one of my chins. So, yes, I might be naughty over the weekend, though. We'll have to see. My God, we've got an extra like on Facebook. The word's getting around. Seriously, folks, if you're on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, or anything like that, give me a call over on there. Give me a follow, because we need to get that up just a little bit. I think we're just shy of 600 and something followers on Twitter, so that would be nice to get that up a little bit, which would be good. Nigel the Handyman, hello to you. That's great. I mean, I've been looking at the news. David Carradine played him. Yes, I have seen some clips, actually. Michael Castrian, hello, Cupcake. How's it hanging? Well, by the yes. I was shocked at the French talking about the Queen's passing. Yeah, I've not seen that yet. Actually, there's been a bit of talk about that. I've still been depressed by the news of Her Majesty's passing. I've signed the condolence books today in person, online at various places, as the Queen was special. Good for you, Christine Ez. There's going to be a lot of people that feel like that. Yeah. What did Monsieur Macron say? Let's see if I can find that. Where is he? Try and spot a Frenchman in a crowd of Queen articles. Oh, there's one thing I do want to show you. I don't want to give this Berkeley a load of advertising, but I don't know if you saw this. Did anyone see this, Wally, earlier today? It's a fish and chip shop owner who basically said, "Thank God Lizard Liz is gone," and celebrating with a bottle of Plonk outside of her shop, and she's been given what for, pelted with eggs and all sorts. I mean, Jeremy Clarkson said it right. You know, some of these socialist types are absolutely bloody awful. Some of the stuff they've come out with, and they've really not come off with the better end of it. I mean, when I did the initial live stream, when the news broke, there was some that came into the chat here, and they were just being damn right nasty. And you thought, fuck off, not today. It was, you know, awful, absolutely awful. I guess there's people like that celebrating all over the place. I mean, all she's done, the silly cow, she's ended up putting herself in the news and probably end up out of business. It's just not good. Let's see what else we can find. Yeah, there was something I was looking for in particular. Yeah, he's disappeared. I was looking for the Macron thing because I couldn't believe what I was reading, how that all went. Let's try one more site. GB News. Would you believe it? Macron has gone au revoir. Yeah, what was Neil Oliver's latest? Somebody said about him. What's Neil Oliver come out with now? Yeah, Julie Baldwin. She's put herself out of business. Her shop has been trashed. Show some damn respect at the end of the day. That's all I can say about that. France turned the lights off on the Eiffel Tower last night. Yeah, there's a bit of a mixed opinion on this. You know, lots of things. I mean, the Premier League fixtures have been turned off, cancelled over the weekend. Royal Ascot's probably going to be scrapped. Shops are probably going to be shut and reduced opening hours. And there's very much a school of thought that Her Majesty wouldn't have wanted all this. She would have wanted things to carry on as they normally should do. I don't know what you think. I mean, give me a one in the chat if you think we should carry on, or a number two in the chat if you think everything should close. Let me know what you think, and we'll go from there. Proms cancelled. Okay. I mean, there was another thing as well. They said any sports carried out in royal parks, they would be they would be cancelled as well. 10 days of darkness. Yeah. Laugh out loud. I'm in two places at once, Andy. Are you really? Yeah, lots of ones there. Lots of ones. Rick Stein's Chippy and Penzance, fish chips, peas, curry, 1840. Tell you what, I'm getting bloody starving. Costs the country billions. Yes, yes, yes. One. Life has to go on, Andy. It has. Queen passing been planned for years. Yeah, Operation London Bridge, wasn't it? Or Unicorn, as she passed away in Scotland. I mean, Jack asked the question earlier, didn't he? What happened? What happens to all the pound notes and all the stamps and all the national anthem and everything else? Interesting, very interesting. What's going to happen now, isn't it? Well, we'll have to see, and how long things will take. I mean, one of the papers tried to report on this earlier, and I think they got a bit of a lynching. Really, they said, "Don't go down that route yet." The Queen wouldn't want us to stop. She didn't. It's government. Protocol dictates 10 days of mourning. Her Majesty deserves respect. But life has changed. That's Barefoot Contessa. That's a name I've not seen for a while. Hope you're well. Thank you for stopping by. All the notes are covered in coke. Chrissy Williams, yeah. Yeah, I mean, where are we? I mean, how many of them are floating about, for Christ's sake? There's billions and billions and billions. And they're going to be around for years. I mean, as I said earlier when I was reading up on this, there was, there's plenty of coins about King George flowing around for years after he died. Pudding, chips and peas, Alan Edge. Hi, Andy. Missed you or something like that. What's this? Paul masking back. All right, Andy left a comment on one of your videos the other day, but it got deleted for some reason. I don't think I put anything bad in the comment, so no idea why it was taken down. Depends what video and what comment, Paul. My general rule, I'm fine with open debate about things. If anybody's got anything sensible to say in a constructive manner, I want to hear from you and I want to talk to you. But we've had a lot of crap lately to do with a certain situation that's going on, and I instructed my mods zero tolerance on that particular subject. But other than that, generally, if you're civil and polite and everything else, won't get deleted. But I have noticed that YouTube does it itself a lot, because when you well, I don't know if there's a way I can show you actually. No, I don't think there is. But when you put comments on YouTube, there's like the public area, and there's another area called held for review. And if you mention something like a word that YouTube doesn't like very much, or the algorithm doesn't like very much, it will flag it up for review and dump it in another area. But I'll keep an eye out for you and see what we can do about it. Nice one, Red Scouse. I always put a F88K if that's what I want to post to YouTube. The bots have you. Yeah, YouTube is a pain in the ass when it comes to this sort of thing. Only thing I'm guilty of is swearing a lot, so it's probably the reason. Yeah, it's a bit funny because I can swear. According to the terms and conditions, I'm allowed to swear if I keep it in moderation, but the algorithm seems to stomp on it a fair bit. Oh, spam fritters. I used to love them. Who had spam fritters? We used to make them. 6 corgis free to a good home. That's a low blow, Alan. Come on. But, didn't they snuff it anyway? I thought I heard somebody say they were gone anyway. Oh, you barking mad. Sent you a link to Macron's speech about the Queen. Oh, cool. I never saw that. So let's see if I can preload it. Trust Julie Baldwin to find the information for me. Let's hope my the old social media works in the background. Andy the Gabby Cabby. I'm trying to bloody find. There we go. There's another scroll bar there. I'm trying to find the bit where it says Andy the Gabby Cabby has some messages. And I think I've just found it. There we go. I got the one where you sent the thing to me about the woman with the chippy. I mean, that was one sick character, definitely. But it hasn't refreshed yet and showed me. Where'd you send it, Julie? To the actual Facebook page or the messenger with me and Dave in? Because it hasn't shown up there. But unless you tell me where to find it, that'll be all right. Paul Hoskins spam fritters, melted cheese on top. It's a game changer. Oh, yeah, that does sound nice, doesn't it? Spam fritters, disgusting. I used to like spam and pickle sandwiches. I probably still do. What's the difference between California and the Titanic? The Titanic had its lights on when it sank. Jesus, Tony. They're coming out, aren't they? Dean Gerald, when the Queen ascended to the throne in 52, the monarch was not featured on the banknotes. That changed in 1960 when Elizabeth II began to appear. Okay, that's an interesting fact there. Cheers, Dean. And do I have a look? Hit the like button, people. Yes, if you haven't done so already, please hit the like button in the chat. That would be great. We get the algorithm talking. If you are new here as well, then subscribe. Subscribe to Andy the Gabby Cabby. Christine there's, yeah, 1,000 quid will do on your Gabby Cabby messages. Okay, I'll have another look. Al Jolson, I'm no royalist, but I did like Lizzie. Anne isn't bad either. Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? You can be not a fan of the royal family or the institution, the royal family, but you know, the Queen was something else. She was unique, totally and utterly unique. Now, we found this thing to do with Macron here. I'll follow that link out of there. I think Facebook always warns you now.
Dear citizens.
My God, sounds like he's speaking in Anglaise. Angleterre. Right, let's share this. Yeah, for the record, I've not seen this. So your guess is as good as mine.
Of the United Kingdom and the Commonwealth. Aujourd'hui, nous sommes tellement tristes. It is with great sorrow that the French people have learned of the death of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. Her wisdom and empathy have helped us all to steer a path through the historic ups and downs of the last 7 decades. With her passing, we all feel an emptiness. Millions of people around the world discovered the images of her coronation and were immediately captivated by the young leader who already exhibited such strength and courage. The courage of a life marked by the war, and soon the courage to uphold from one century to the next the values of freedom and tenacity. Her rare and powerful words, her unwavering dignity made her the constant symbol of the United Kingdom. We are grateful for her deep affection for France. Elizabeth II mastered our language, loved our culture, and touched our hearts. From her coronation on, she knew and spoke with all of our presidents. No other country had the privilege of welcoming her as many times as we did. In her, I have known a great head of state, a unique example of her devotion to her people, and a very close ally. With her, France, and the United Kingdom shared not just an entente cordiale, but a warm, sincere, and loyal partnership. To you, she was your queen. To us, she was the queen. To us all, she would be with us forever. We will remember and perpetuate the values she never ceased to embody and promote, the moral fortitude of democracy and freedom. At this sad moment, we send our heartfelt condolences to His Majesty the King, the royal family, the British people, and all those who loved the Queen and will miss her so deeply. Nous sommes avec vous.
Well, for Admiral Macron, that weren't that bad, was it? And I've seen a few choice comments in the chat about his other activities, but that's other videos for another time, I think. Sad that it took the loss of our Queen for this to happen, Alan. Yeah, it is, isn't it? It is. Will the Sex Pistols rewrite God Save the Queen? Those T-shirts will be worth a few quid now. Jesus. Who's got coronation mugs? I don't mean recent ones. I mean from the 70s. I've got 25th coronation mugs. That's silver, isn't it? I've also got a silver sovereign as well, which I've had for, well, I was given them by my, I think my grandfather and who we used to call Aunt Kate. Many, many years ago. Yeah, I mean, I wonder what the situation with them will be now. Ken Barlow is a coronation mug. Nice red, I like it. Got one from 52, Joe Soap says. Yeah, I was... even Putin sent his deepest sympathy. That's right, Flabby Cabby. He did, didn't he? Yeah, I've got coronation mugs from 77, if that's when the silver. I know it's a year before I was born, and I've had them for, well, more years than I care to remember. They're wrapped up and put away somewhere. But, it's all that kind of thing that we'd wonder about now. All that memorabilia that we've all got in the cupboard from years gone by. It just shows how long a time she's been there, doesn't it? All those years, 70 years. Love from a Safe Distance, Philip Howe. 1977, I made the molds. 98 watching and only 62 likes. Come on, guys, let's get those likes up. That'd be great. Hello, Cheryl. Good to see you. They gave you one a year before you were born. Okay. I've drawn the Rover's Return from Coronation Street, Andy. Oh, okay. Send it over if you haven't done so already. That'd be cool. Who else have we got? I posted on Facebook to sell some stamps, limited edition of the Queen. People thought I was joking. I wasn't. And said I'd post them first class. Do you mean Jubilee mugs, Andy? The coronation was 52. So I have to. Yeah, I stand corrected, Barefoot. Jubilee mugs. That's it exactly. Got a bit tongue-tied, didn't I? I've had Andy. Okay, Jody, I'll check that out. Definitely. I was reading it will take decades to change the post boxes to CR2. I read somewhere, they probably won't bother with the post boxes. And apparently, for years, there was still some with George's sign on them for quite a while. But interesting kind of subject, how all that will change around. See who else we got. Tony Whitworth, thumbs up. It's the truth, Andy. I've got them to sell. Oh, I believe you, Chrissy. It was just the fact you said I sent them first class. It just gave me a chuckle. I think my parents have Charles and Diana wedding plates, but my mum smashed them when she had an argument with my old man. My mum and dad actually met on the day of the Silver Jubilee. Okay, Paul. I remember Charles and Di's wedding. Yeah, I remember it very well because it was always on the damn telly. That was back in the day when you had, I think, 3 channels to choose from or something like that. The old little dial on the wall with the channel changer. That's going back some. Camilla the Snake as Queen Consort. Charlie Boy with his buddies. Non-political, of course, Subdue Light says. Well, that's a conversation for another time. We'll have to see how it plays out. I mean, he said in his speech, didn't he, that there are things he can't pay attention to now that he once did, charities and other interests, and we'll have to see, you know, how long that goes, how long he doesn't. I can remember putting 50p in the back of the TV. Yeah, my mate had John Harris. My mate had a box attached to the TV, but it was pounds then. Can't wait for Harry's book, Poppy's Travels. Yes. 3 channels, different angles of the same wedding all day long. Exactly. Barefoot. I think I was with my mum at the time. I must have been 4 or 5 years old, something like that. And I remember she was glued to it. Subdue Light, I remember half pennies. Christ. King Charles is ill, or he's 111. Yeah, exactly. It depends how you look at it, doesn't it? Right, everybody. We're coming up to about 48 minutes. I'm going to knock it on the head because I'm kind of a bit bleary-eyed. And yes, Jack kind of dominated the first half. We got a bit carried away there. What's this, Andy? His speech at 4:51. His look when he mentions the government. I'll have a look at that, David L. Yeah, I'll replay that when I'm finished. See what you mean, and I'll let you know. Yeah, I've got one more video to do to go with the set that will come out tomorrow. There'll be a live tomorrow at 9 o'clock. I'll keep Jack out of the way tomorrow so we can have the place to ourselves and see if I can sort out this bloody connection issue because it's getting on my nerves. It shouldn't be like that, but for some reason it is. Take care, everybody. Have a good evening, what's left of it. Look after each other. Stay safe, and I'll see you tomorrow. Toodaloo.